Good afternoon, everyone. It's Christian, 22 years old. Before we start, nobody ever congratulated our teacher for his honeymoon, so I'm just gonna do it. Hey, congratulations! After 2 heavy years of Corona, we are still here and we're still going strong. So, cheers to everyone. All right, now let's start. I'm starting with Rome Open City because Rome Open City is shown to be in during World War II, and Bicycle Thieves is like post World War II. So let's start off there. Um, there are a couple moments in this movie that I like the most, or I don't like to say I like the most, but that caught my attention. I think it was at minute 36.14 point 14 that there was an explosion. The kids are responsible for this and they are running away from it, showing that like these were all younger kids. These are all very young kids, and also shown in Bicycle Thieves, most of the kids are very young. This is because the older kids probably died during World War II. To be honest, like it, yeah, they were taken away and something happened to them, and yeah, I think it's a sad thing to see, but it is very real. Another little stereotype from that time is that Pina, the woman, is walking with a priest for a confession, and she says something in the scene of "Look at me, a single woman with a baby. Isn't that a disgrace?" Back in this day, to be to have a baby and not be married is indeed a disgrace, and because you're like going against the Bible. And um, I just thought it was funny that they had to express it like that. Like I would not think that something like that would be involved in a movie. Um, yeah, yeah. Another moment that really caught my eye. It's more like a sequence. Was at 1 hour and minute 28, where they are sitting in a room. The Manfredi is taken as a hostage in another room, and one of the main officers is talking about like Italians and Germans, and one of his things that he says is that will mean that the Italian are as good as the Germans, indicating that the Germans really saw themselves as better, greater than any other race there is, which really like it really makes me mad. But hey, that's how they lived back then. But later on in this movie, one of his own officers points out that Germans are suffering too, and predicting the downfall of the Germans because of all the hate they are creating. Um, it just I don't know. I thought it was a very wise moment in the show to for like showing a German perspective, I guess. Maybe a one that's a little bit more um, soft, or I don't know. I just thought it was very characteristic for the movie at that moment. Um, and another thing that I really liked was at the end of the movie when the priest got taken. It was at 1 hour and 41 minutes. And all the Italians who are young Italians taken by the Nazis from their own country um, have to shoot the priest. And none of them shoots the priest because they are afraid. Um, they can be so far in war, or they can be so busy with war, but or they can shoot thousands of people, but the moment they have to shoot a priest, oh no, we're not doing that today. um, I thought that was very expressive, like how they view like characterizing a movie, and showing that there's still some good. I guess. Um, and talking about Bicycle Thieves, I thought Bicycle Thieves was amazing to watch. I really enjoyed watching Bicycle Thieves. It was to me it gave emotional clarity, and it was just brutal honesty. And I don't know. He just like in the movie, he just offered hope to his family to get a job, and this obviously just goes south. It just doesn't go the way he wants it to. Um, and this brings out the Italian. It shows the the lifestyle of Italian post war. It's not showing how they get back the bike or what they're doing. No, it shows the life they're living at that moment in Rome and how things are going in Rome. And I think it gives people, even really like after a war, it gives people a lot of clarity on how they're living and what kind of situations they are. Um, and there are a couple moments, like I was just talking about the priest who got shot. There's another priest in Bicycle Thieves in minute 13, or maybe a storyteller that predicted that Richie would get the job, and this like yeah this shows the power maybe that religion has in movies, or that gives people more of a uh, more interest of watching it because it is religious. That might sound weird. It could be wrong too, to be honest, but that's what I think. Now I'm gonna start about the similarities and the differences between the two, because there are some, definitely, definitely. I'm I'm gonna start with the similarities. So the similarities are for me in the movie, of course, the young kids. All of the young kids are underneath a certain age. They're all probably above or below 8, something like that. Um, and even though they are not the main characters or don't play a big role, they really show a lot, and I think this is very important for the movie. In Rome Open City, it's the children that explode a building for the resistance, and in Bicycle Thieves, it's the kid that his own kid, obviously, um, and he drops his kid off at work and then goes to his own work where he has to put up a poster, and there are two kids on the street, one playing, I don't know what you call it, but one playing an instrument and the other one asking money to people for him playing the instrument. So I think this is really characteristic of that time. Another similarity is that both movies are how do you say that? Um, yeah. Okay, so both movies are very I think very emotional. I think there's an emotional clarity on Italian behavior, or maybe even Italian personalities. Um, they show that Italians have a certain way of living, or have a certain way of talking, or being with each other. I think these are similarities that I see in the movie. Another similarity I saw. Um, oh shoot, I forgot. What was it? Oh yeah, it was the expression of women. Sorry, excuse me. So I think that as shown as in Rome Open City, as shown in Bicycle Thieves, women play a big role in the lives of men. Even though women don't make money or don't go to work, they still play a big role in a man's life, and I think this should not be overlooked, to be honest. And the differences between the movie, well, obviously the Rome Open City is supposed to be during World War I or World War II, and the it's more it's more filmed. I think it's more acted. I think there's more going on throughout the whole show, with like moments that they're outside and they're setting up a set and they put the camera here, and then the scene is going on over there, so they have a top right. So I think that there's a lot more thinking going on in this process, because in what's it called, Bicycle Thieves, you see a lot of moments that they're just in the wide open, and I can imagine if I'm walking down the street and I see a camera right there and I can't go nowhere, I'll just walk by the camera. And you see this in the Bicycle Thieves, that there are moments that people just literally walk by the camera, and I think this is not planned at all. But it does give the best effect, and it does give the best shot. Um, Another difference from the movie is that I think personality in Bicycle Thieves is way more shown than personality in Rome Open City. I think in Rome Open City it's more about the oppression and the bad things that are going on with people and blah blah blah, all that kind of stuff. And I think in Bicycle Thieves it's more about the person. It's more about who are we dealing with at this moment. What kind of choices is this person going to make throughout this movie? Um, yeah, that's all I got for you. Thank you for listening to this. It's a 1 minute over time. I'm sorry for that. The first minute doesn't count. Have a good one.